Okay, today I'm going to show you how to change the radiator on this 1998 Dodge Caravan. The van was having a problem with the radiator, and I took it to the shop a few times and they changed it twice, and still I was having a problem. So I searched on the internet and saw some video showing how to change the radiator of a 1998, and the other one was a 2000 Dodge Caravan. And it looked pretty straightforward, so I decided to give it a shot and change it myself. So it was pretty simple. I was able to do it, but the steps on those videos were different. So I decided to make a video and include all the steps so other people can benefit. Okay, now let's first drain the coolant, then remove the crossbar on the top that's holding the radiator. In the process, you'll be removing a bunch of items that's connected to the bar. First thing we need to do is to remove this piece of plastic and also this bar. There are some obvious screws on the top, maybe 16 of them. 1, 2, and there's one in the back. This one holding the reservoir and these, and also remove this latch. So 2 screws, remove this, and the ones on the back. So you can remove the bar. And here you have a bunch of screws. You have to take them out. You should be able to just pull this out, the plastic, and then just yank the bar out. And then it's the water hose. Right here you got the water hose on the top, one at the bottom, and also you have the transmission hose here. One on the top and another one at the bottom. Okay, now next step, let's go under the car and disconnect 3 things. The electricity cable for the fan, the transmission hose, and the water hose. I'm under the car, under the driver's side. So right here is the transmission hose, and here's the electricity. What you need to do is disconnect this electricity. So pull this little pin out, the red pin. Pull it out, just pull the plug out. I have the camera, so I can do it. It's very simple. So unplug this, and right here you can disconnect the transmission hose at the bottom. And here's the fan, and looks like the fan is the whole piece. It's a little bit different from the ones we saw on the internet. They can take the fan out, and here it's connected. And I see a screw here. That screw has to be taken out. That's holding the fan. And here's the water hose. So basically you can disconnect the water hose. And if you have any problem, just remove this little piece. This piece of plastic, it's very simple to remove. 2 screws in the front and 1 pin in the back. Okay, where's the light? 1 pin in the back here. Okay. Pull that pin out, take the 2 screws, and you can just pull this whole thing out. Okay, I'm going to try to pull this. Okay, just pull this piece out. Hoop. Okay, that's the plastic thing, and now we can access to the hose. Here's the piece, 2 screws in the front, 1 pin in the middle on top of the wheel, and just yank it out. Now we are ready to dump the water. Put a bucket and pour the water out. You have to take the hose off completely before you pull the radiator, otherwise it'll be very difficult. Okay, now we are done under the van, and before you can take the radiator out, there are a few things you need to do. You can see I already took the bar off, and now you need to disconnect the upper water hose, the coolant overflow hose, the transmission hose, and the 2 screws that's holding the air conditioning condenser. And there's another one on the other side, same screw. Finally, there's 1 more screw in the back that you have to take off. Okay, and where? Now let's see. Okay, right here.
Also, you see the racket. Just now I mentioned that you had to take the hose off, otherwise this racket is going to give you a headache. Now we are ready to take the radiator out with the fan. There are only 2 screws left that's holding them together. Right here there's one of them, and there's another one on the other side. So we just take the radiator out with the fan and take care of these screws later. Here's the radiator that's just pulled out with the fan, and here's the new one. And they are exactly the same. And right here, that's the little rubber leg that goes to the hose at the bottom. And here on the top, that's the one that goes into the crossbar. And they are exactly the same. Now, all I have to do is to take the fan off and put it on the new radiator. There are 2 screws, one on this side and one on the other side. And later, there's one more screw. Now I'm going to grab this and move it over. Okay, right here. Let's go right here. Okay. It fits perfectly. Everything is there. I don't need any other piece. And all I have to do is just to put in the 2 screws and slide it back into the van. Okay. Now the new radiator is in. Just connect the hoses on the top and at the bottom. Connect the electricity, a few screws. Pull the crossbar back, and now I'm done. Okay, finally, now the tips. I think the most important thing for this project is to order the right radiator. Mine is exactly the same, and I didn't have to waste any time. By the way, I ordered mine on the internet for $79. I'm going to give you the address. And basically, that's the cost of this whole project. $79 in a couple of hours. Okay,